Done?
Yeah.
My camera's not working for some reason.
Okay.
Even though I just restarted it.
That's the best archery.
Oh, you're already roll. Oh, no. Okay. Pulls the question up top. Okay.
Wow, I really like, good job on their part. Mo, will you bring a couple more of these out? Let me see how many I finished during this time. You got to shoot the squirt bottles. It's going to be like 3 by the end of this. That's great.
Before, it was widescreen, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
It was so dumb.
Where is that right now?
This is YouTube right here. I'm looking at YouTube.
Guys, this new platform, all I'm saying is it's really cool. All right, can you read that first question for me? My eyesight's gone. And
hey, from Athens, Greece. Thanks for your inspiration. I visualize and adapt exactly the way you work out when I have especially shoulder days, and I've seen incredible muscle stimulation.
hey, if you're from Greece, I cannot let you go until I bring on my man.
Yeah. You're on, brother.
My main man, Andreas, is taking over today, and he's gone. Mo. Titan, will you bring that over? A little kiss. Watch this. I'm going to bring these guys on right now. Just
Okay, this is
All right.
another reason it's huge. So you're live here. And then now it works like this.
Well,
So you just-
oh, I
just
get
swipe.
something
Mona.
So if somebody's swiping through, you'll pop up for them,
Yes.
which is great.
There you go, sir. Boom.
Awesome. What's going on? Big Mike.
Hello, my friend.
I'm doing
Does
well.
everybody know about the squirt?
Mm-mm.
You don't know about squirt? Everybody on here, I bet you. I can't even see it.
No.
Can't even see the label. There it is.
No, I can see it.
Here's my go-to. Unless I'm with Martinez, then it's zero, Coke Zero. And Victor Martinez, you got me addicted to Coke Zero. I can't go back to Diet Coke.
No.
Holy cow. I have no idea. It's a different world. What is it? What is it? Do you know?
0
It's
calories.
just it's Coke, but without the calories. Tastes the exact same.
But Diet Coke's the same thing.
Diet Coke has
That's what I'm
that
saying.
weird little aspartame
It's got
taste.
aspartame.
Aspartame.
I wouldn't think you would
That
taste it.
aspartame taste.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess.
Now you know.
Now I know. So Victor Martinez, big shout out, my brother. And also he kicks my ass every time we play a game of chess. And I thought I was good. I'm good. But yeah, New Yorkers, man, those guys go down to the park there. Him, Mona, and those guys would go down there and play. Oof.
Old school, huh? That's awesome.
Oh, I see how you are.
It's getting a little warm in here, Mike. It's getting a little warm. It's chilly outside. It's getting a little warm in here.
Daddy's popping it. I'm only popping the upper chest right here, guys.
Okay, now I'm better. Now I'm feeling good. Getting comfortable here.
All right.
That's what it looks like.
That's great. So we got a new format today on what are we using?
On the
StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. And that's YouTube Shorts right there.
Yeah, they made it. They changed it so now it can stream vertically and horizontally.
That's the
Properly.
best way.
We've been turning it sideways too now.
Yeah, this is the best way for sure.
And it's already in that stitch. You
Yeah,
just cut it from there.
Now
Clip.
It's formatted perfect.
Don't need to. I love that. All right, give us another question
Better for the
here.
viewers. Here's not a question, but here's a ban. Get out of my chat, buddy. Don't spam chat, guys.
I was 245, now I'm 170, trying to build muscle slowly. What can I do, Mike? 245, now 170, trying to build muscle slowly. You just keep chugging along. You keep working out, making sure your body's responding, you're eating correctly to build. right? And at that point, you're sleeping and drinking water. If you're 45, wait, how old are you? We got to know how old you are too, Mike. Or Carlos, we need to find out how old you are. Right off the bat, I mean, that's what I think you would probably do. I mean, what do you think, Mike? Yeah, at that point.
I think if he's 245, even if it didn't work out, you're still carrying that weight and it's still building some muscle. And so to drop over, 70 pounds, I'll guarantee there was some muscle during that
Sure.
dieting time that you've lost. So I agree with you. Put the muscle on and back on. And it may come quickly because of memory muscle, which is the most amazing gift
Yep.
the body receives.
Human
So,
body.
yeah, get really on a plan. Don't get too hyped if you start building muscle really quickly. Just stay in the process of it. A lot of muscle memory will come back. And
Mhm.
Johnny said it. Nutrition, before nutrition, check where you're at. Check where you're at with your blood work. And so a huge time actor DM'd me because he saw a video I was talking about. If you're going to go into a deficit, it's 12 weeks and then come out of that deficit. And it seems like this is the flow of the internet right now, the arguments and discussions between natty competitors and enhanced competitors, or at least TRT competitors. But I'm also just pulling in anybody that's out there in a deficit. Stay with me, guys. It's going to be a little bit of a circle here. So Tony messaged me. Tony
Oh yeah.
is in amazing shape, D1 athlete when he was in college, also a wrestler. So we're talking about an actor who's good looking, in great shape, can push it. Now he's kind of in my boat in the sense that he had to be in shape for a long period of time. And I said to him, okay. He goes, I've been dieting for the last 8 months deficit. And I go, okay, I'm cool with that. It is what it is. You got to do a movie and that's the way it goes.
Mhm.
But get your blood checked now
Mhm.
because you're on such low calories, such pushing it hard, 14-hour days. It's like, man, there's a lot of other things besides the testosterone that you might be just grounding yourself out. And so go get checked, get your blood work done. And this is for anybody and everybody. And the reason I said that, and then also the discussion right now, what's healthier, a natural bodybuilder or an enhanced bodybuilder? And society's argument is, well, if you're a natural competitor and you're grinding yourself down to 2%, what is that doing to your T? You stay with me on that, John? I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
I get the
absolutely.
your body's working great, but no matter who you are, bodybuilding is ugly.
Yes.
Bodybuilding is unhealthy. That's why I say 12 weeks, come out of it.
Yep.
And so, natty or not natty, guys, just take care of yourself. And again, I agree with the discussion is that the guy that's actually doing a little TRT isn't destroying himself as much as possible. Again, everybody's different, but as much as you guys, my natty people, my IDFPA guys, get your blood work checked.
Mhm.
Especially the good thing is I competed in my 20s and the teens, but you grind yourself down so much. So John, over at Titan Medical, what do they need to do for anybody and everybody just to get their blood work checked?
And we make it so easy. You can do it 2 different ways. You can call or text us directly. At that point, we can take care of you over the phone, some basic demographics, the payment, and we get you all set up with the lab work nationwide. Or if you don't want to talk to anybody, you can go right on titanmedicalcenter.com. You can just pay for it right there, and you get your lab slip, and you can go get your labs checked, and you get your lab work back in 3 to 4 business days with results from us. So it's very simple, very easy to do. There's no more payment to the lab or insurance involved or anything like that. So we make it very simple and easy for somebody to be able to do nationwide. So you can check these things and make sure everything's okay. Or if you need some optimizing, some help from different places, you can find out a lot of answers by getting some blood work, in-depth blood work that we do.
My back, I'm back. Okay. One of the things the discussion was about some of these girls that competed naturally. the dieting and the training over a long period of time hurt them later on in life trying to have babies. So again, I think just the reason I'm talking about this today for you guys is exercise is great. And I'm a believer in exercise, but there is also that intelligence when you do exercise and when you do diet. And I think the majority of society thinks if I just diet and train every day, I'm good no matter what. That's how it works. And it's like, it's not how it works. You know, so just be smart about this. You get people coming in there after they've trained and thought they were doing things correctly, but they're also possibly enhancing themselves. And you have to take time with them to try to get their markers back to just healthy markers because they're so. Can you take us through some of those experiences?
Yeah, so there's a number of different experiences. I mean, I've had everybody from average Joe to pro. I mean, it's not just, bodybuilders are taking some of these different substances as regular guys too as well. And at that point, they might be taking some of these different things and some different things might be off. I've had guys that were estrogens through the roof. They're crying during frisky commercials and getting very emotional and, not being able to get an erection. And, there's a lot of different things that happen. I've seen guys where they've been taking some of these different substances and literally lactate from their nipples. So at that point, you take some of these different things, your prolactin's going to go up. And just like any other thing, a female guy, prolactin goes too high, and you start lactating out the nipples. So that's what happens with females when they start breastfeeding, and that's kind of what happens when you start taking some of these different substances. And at that point, prolactin going up like that. So, this is something that you can easily check out. Even if you're a regular person, a cortisol test might be worthy, depending on what's going on in your life and what you're dealing with. There's a lot of different things that you can test with a blood test. A lot of things that I think are essential. One, obviously, your hormones. You want to make sure your hormones are all dialed in. It's the foundation of what you do, and they signal and tell the body to do a lot of different things that we need on a daily basis. After that, I want to make sure that, vitamin D is another one because that's a hormone too as well. And that's in check. And I want to make sure hemoglobin A1C is in check, my sugar levels, especially now with diabetes on the rise. I mean, it's a crazy thing, what we're dealing with nowadays. So we have to make sure that we're being as preventative and proactive about our health as possible. And by blood testing, you do that. And you set a stance and a baseline of where you're at. And with these guys that come in, sometimes these guys don't want to do blood tests. And I'm asking why. And they're like, cause I'm scared of what it's going to look like. Let me get done with the show. And then at that point, I'll blood test. And I'm like, well, why do you want to do that? If you want to be smart about it and you are a competitor, and I wouldn't do it, but if you are going to experiment with other things in the body, you should make sure you get a baseline before. You should get while you're on at peak. And then or if there's a problem in between, see what that problem is and dial that in too. But at least at peak for a full look. And then after when you come off. Now, if at peak you're crazy, there's something in there that, hey, listen, maybe you should take a look at that because that could ultimately be, a really good decision or a really bad decision on your part. So there's different things you can do, and why not? Like you can do that. You can actively look and change whatever you want. So, I just think that we have a lot of things at our fingertips that we never had, especially competitors, but everyday average people too as well. Because even when they go to a general practitioner every year for their physical and they think they get everything covered, they don't. They don't. It's just a cold hard fact. And the reason is because they're not educated about these things. And that's understandable because that's not their job. They say, listen, I go in, I see the doctor is going to do the best for me he possibly can. They're going to run all the tests that I need. And that just doesn't happen on a daily basis.
Yeah, I was a competitor, still am mentally. So I fully understand you don't want anything to hiccup or steer you away from your goal of winning. Get it?
Yeah, I get that.
But for a guy that's gone to that pinnacle and won the universe 4 times, come out the other side, it's cool and stuff, but there's nothing cooler than your healthy life,
right? And
being able to keep it. And so we're just kind of today, I know it's we jumped into a little bit harsh on the aspects of you're grinding yourselves down. So we got 2 aspects. We can talk about how peptides can help you,
Mhm.
and you don't exercise, and we can get you on a nutrition plan and get you in there and exercising. But then we also want to talk to you guys that are out there that you're pushing it and you're trying the best you can, and your diet is on point. You're in the gym and you're kicking ass 6 days a week, plus you do your walks or our cardio or something, and the body's not changing well. So this is an aspect where you should try to get your blood work done, because maybe you're grinding yourself down and your body's going, I'm tapped.
Right.
This is it. Well, I got to check out. And now we don't want to get to that stage where Johnny has seen this and he's talked about this. He's had guys come in. Unfortunately, they went to John or as a friend too late.
Yeah.
And so don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
I mean, I don't know how many people have came to me with gyno, right? From general practitioners or somewhere else, or even just, at that point they were just playing around with things and they just didn't know what they were getting or didn't get the right things, I guess, to be able to utilize with the testosterone. So, I've seen it all in that aspect. And it's just not worth it. I've seen guys go to the hospital, seen guys get muscle cut out. You name it. I've seen it. A lot of different things through the years. Obviously, people, dropping dead too. I've seen something like that happen, and it happens. So just be cautious about what you're doing. And everything comes with a risk. Us getting up, getting out of bed, walk across the street comes with a risk. But there's different levels of risk too as well. And, you go for your goals. You got to sacrifice. I understand that. But at that point, there's a lot of life to live or that you want to live afterwards. And those are the true joys, I think, family, God, and what you love and your passion. So just do the smart thing, I guess, before you couldn't do things like this. I think just diagnostic checking is just one big thing you can do all the way around.
I know John feels the same way I do. We want you guys to understand should just be a basic, 6-month oil change on the car. This is just something you do. This isn't something you got to decide to do. It's just in the books. It's
Right.
like after I guess they lowered the age down to 45 now for a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
And I talk to guys and they're like, no, I haven't done that yet. And I'm like, it's not that. You just do it. There's no way around this stuff, guys. There's got to be some practical common sense that blood work, especially if you guys are out there and you're talking to the gym guy, especially for you girls too. You girls, for some reason, it just really damages women.
Yeah.
And it's usually the boyfriend that says, you know what you should do? I read online, you should do something like this. And then they get these girls and it sets them up to fail in life because a lot of these women want babies. And so, yeah, can you talk about that and these girls that are coming in there or women are not checking their hormones because I don't think women realize they have testosterone.
You know what? It's a great thing, Mike, is it just recently happened. It's a major national news thing too as well. So after 2 decades, right, the FDA has came out and said that the 2 decades of research that said that hormone replacement therapy for females is not recommended because it will cause some sort of cancer, primarily cervical cancer. They've just retracted all of that. They're going to take the black death label off of the box saying that. And they said how damaging it's been over these 2 decades for females in particular, about not getting the hormone replacement therapy that they needed. And this has caused all different types of other health ailments because of this. So this is a huge thing for females. Because think about this. If gynecologists aren't testing your hormones or don't want to test your hormones, they're not putting you on hormone replacement therapy because of these things. That's an issue. So at that point, like, females have to know that they have the exact same hormones as us guys, just at different levels. And these hormones, they do the exact same thing. And if you're going to mess around or with hormones, whether you're a guy or a girl, you can mess up the way that hormones are going to function or where they're at level wise, and that can cause a number of different other things that are going on. So you want to really make sure that you know what you're doing if you are doing anything with hormones, because at that point, if you're just playing around and you have a coach telling you take this, take that, at that point that could cause some later on effects or some problems for fertility with you for sure. And guys, we see it all the time. They're having issues because they get their natural function pretty much cut off. At that point, it doesn't come back to where it should be. The fertility is not good at all. Their semen movement and mobility and all these other things, and even volume is not where it should be. Fertility rates are at an all-time low. And this isn't just girl-driven, guy-driven. It's on both sides of the fence. So at that point, like, we really need to get a hold of these things. And at that point, if you wanted or experimented with hormones, go to a provider that knows what they're doing. Because even if you go to a provider that doesn't know what they're doing, they're just giving you testosterone or whatever it may be, you can really mess yourself up. And for a female, I see this all the time, where they go to one of these places, one of these places start to write off a female, write off an injectable testosterone. They give them way too much, and they start feeling good the first month. Second month, they're still feeling good. And then after that, probably fourth or fifth, they'll start experiencing different body hair maybe popping up or facial hair popping up that they didn't like. And then down the road, if they keep going, they could affect their voice and make it deep, or clitoral enlargement too as well. So these are things that I see all the time, even with pellets. I see this with pellets all the time where they insert these females, it spikes these levels, just spikes them. And at that point, they're stuck at those levels. It's not like a daily treatment or anything like that. So, females have to be very careful on who they're going to go to for this. And guys too as well, because guys, yeah, listen, if you have a little bit more testosterone than what you should, that's really not going to be a crazy thing. But if you're not getting like estrogen blockers or gonadal support and making sure your natural function and your semen production is good, then you're going to be missing out on truly all the benefits and getting negative side effects. So, it's all about harmonic balance in the body, and that's what Titan Medical Center does for patients. We want to make sure you're feeling good, looking good, performing your best every day, all day, without any negative side effects. And that's what I'm saying. So females out there, you guys have had the gates opened up to you guys from the medical community. And at that point, I think it's gonna push a lot more females to want to do it instead of being scared. Because that was the common stereotype, and that's what a lot of females are scared of. They don't want to get cervical cancer or any other kind of cancer for that means.
Oh, nobody
So,
wants. Right. Well, let's talk about where you were last weekend.
So last weekend, oh man, it's been a crazy, wild weekend for us, huh? So last weekend, we had the Vice down in Clearwater Beach at the Vice Roy residence. It was right on the beach. It was an awesome fashion exotic car gala, and it was for charity. So it was for Jacob's Touch for autism. And at that point, like, we know Jacob's family, really, really awesome parents. Obviously, Jacob's an awesome human being too as well. It was for a good cause. We had probably like, I don't know how many different artists out there with all their different paintings and stuff like that. It was a beautiful time, a beautiful day. We did our thing out there, brought the Titan ZR1, brought the Lamborghini out there. People were flipping out about them. So it was good, man. It was definitely good. But, it's just constant. Like, every day we're moving in one direction, and that's forward. And at that point, like, these events are basically almost every weekend. We got another event this weekend with the Hillsborough County Sheriffs for another charity event with them. But at that point, it's going to be like a 4:30 wake up. And at the track, we're at Mount Order Enclave. That's where they're going to do it at 5:30. They're actually going to run around the track instead of race cars.
So I got what's great is that there's a great team behind John. Beautiful women. And I got my guys all the time. Holy cow, that's a great looking team. But all the girls were sending stuff going, we're here. You're missing this. And I'm like,
oh yeah.
The team looked incredible. You guys always bring it.
Yes.
It was cool to see that there is a team with Titan Medical right now that is just like the best team out of the 3 years I've been here, that is just top-notch workers, beautiful people, and good souls. And they only enhance it down there.
Yeah, it's the best. You just add to the team too, quality, not quantity, man. We got some big things rolling though. We're getting some good team members. It's a good thing.
Hey, you should. I mean, you're in Florida. You're in Hodgesville. beautiful women, and these
That's nice.
studly guys, the studly guys. Now, the weekend before that, the week before that, you and I had to take some time off of training.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about where you were on that weekend as well? Because
Absolutely.
I got to talk to the main man yesterday.
Yeah. So we got to go to Cancun, and it wasn't for a vacay. It was actually for a recovery trip. And at that point, we got to visit RejuveStem down there in Cancun. Mike's down there previous. I was supposed to go down there with him, couldn't get away. Shoulders have just been a wreck and hurting really, really bad. So at that point, I told Mike, I said at Olympia, I said, listen, I'm coming no matter what. I said, I'm coming for sure. So that's exactly what I did. Hit up John Marola, Shirag, and all those guys down there. And at that point, came down the same week with Mike, Jimmy Bluff. John was down there with us with his wife, Christine. And it was awesome. It was definitely awesome. It was awesome getting together. But I got Dezawa Muse cells in both shoulders, in the right shoulder and the left shoulder. And then I've got 2 IVs. I got exomes, and then I've got the regular Dezawa Muse cells, 20 billion going through the IV too as well. Very, very easy process to do. I didn't know what the process was going to look like when I went down there, and how long it was going to take or whatever. But it was short and sweet. I got injections in my shoulders, and I was doing videos while I got these injections, so you guys can see my face or if I moved or anything like that. Which people are like, I can't believe that didn't hurt you. I was like, I've gotten so many shots in my shoulders, guys. It's ridiculous. But that process was really simple, really, really easy. Even the IV portion of it. Some IVs can take up to a couple hours to do. So I didn't know what to expect, and that IV was very quick, very short. It was just basically a big push. If anybody knows what that is. So I was probably about 5-10 minutes tops, maybe a little longer, a couple minutes. But other than that, that was good. Immediately, you feel some relief right away, and these things are supposed to work over time. They're the best stem cells you can get out there. I've been trying to explain these to people that asked me about it, because there's different stem cells out there, and there's different levels of these stem cells. And up until a couple months ago here in Florida, you couldn't do some of these stem cells they're doing out of the country that now they're doing in Cancun that you could do here now. So this is something that's opened the door for us to be able to offer here too as well. So me, Mike, Shirag, and John, I think we're going to be having some fun here in the Tampa office with some different stem cells, some Dezawa Muse cells. So I'm getting excited for that. But that was it. We went down there. It was a great process, easy process. At that point, got to hang with the crew. That was that was the best part. I mean, the stem cells are good. You getting to hang with Mike and them. Yeah, that was definitely the best part for me. So yeah, it was a cool experience. And I know so many people went down there. My buddy Tice O'Neil, Thaddeus Bullard, Rey Mysterio, who's one of my good friends now. He went down there. He was telling me. So yeah, so Ray's my dude. Ray showed up to the Mr. Olympia booth after you left and stuff like that on the second day. My buddy Chris Cavallini brought him over. My buddy, when you come in town, I'll introduce you to Chris. Chris is a great dude. But Nutrition Solutions, he owns a meal prep company nationwide. Been in business for 13 years. So me and his company have grown up together here in Tampa, which is really cool. And he's got all kind of ties to WWE. So he brought Ray over, and obviously Ray didn't have a mask on or anything like that. And I never met Ray until this point. And at that point, Ray, I'm like, oh shit. I was like, you're Rey Mysterio, huh? He's like, yeah. I was like, super cool guy. Rey Mysterio is super cool. If you guys don't know, he's super cool. And he's coming back now, right? So he's under the ring now. So at that point, time to tighten up, So at that point, yeah. So it's
Here's a little trivia for everybody. I was with Ray at WCW, 98, 99, 2000.
damn.
But we were all there. It was Ric Flair, Hogan, Lex. It was a great crew. But Ray is so kind. And if anybody here has ever wrestled, the toughest guy on the team is like that guy around 150. He's the one that's starting the fights and stuff, man. Just psycho. Ray is a beast. Yeah. He's not the hugest guy. He's not Bill Goldberg or somebody, but no. He's an animal and so kind, so
Aerial
kind.
acrobat too, man. I mean, think about this too. His age and where he's at, and then he's in the ring with his son now too, because his son is a pretty big wrestler. So, that's cool. I mean, that's I think that's something that I'm very minimal dads ever get to experience. Like
Right.
Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad got to experience something like that. Like, LeBron, his son. I mean, I don't like LeBron on a personal level, but that's a very cool thing to be able to do is share that experience with your son because that's a super high level, place to be, at that point. And not too many people make it to that level.
Billy Gunn with his 2 kids.
Right there.
It's like, and anything like that. But it's funny because we're talking about these guys and Ray and all these guys, and they're in the game long enough and established themselves well enough, but still doing it.
Yeah.
That their kids are at the age now where they're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, as a father, it's like, my gosh, like Ken Griffey Jr. when I talk, it's like to be able to be at that level playing with your dad. But WWE, any of these kind of things, Billy Gunn and his kids, it's like, what a fun life. What a fun life, amazing. But this goes back to blood work, staying healthy. And like, you have such a circle of friends, of people that really continue to turn it out and keep working and working and working. Oh, Mo, you back? So I thought we were going to get the report card of Titan. What's going on over there? So they want to see me.
Oh,
my first
really?
parent meeting.
Huh? Yeah.
Let's take some questions while we're here.
Yeah, there's one on the. Let me get over there.
What do you see, Johnny?
We got this guy. He paid for you. You got to give him an answer.
Okay.
What
I
is
just do
the
regular shoes, man. I flat shoes. Nothing crazy.
For squats?
Yeah.
Squat shoes. Yeah, you squat shoes. We interchange. We go from squat shoes to barefoot. We do both.
I can see barefoot.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. Right now, we're doing actually squat shoes on a slant board, so it's even making it harder. So it's really up on up on your toes doing it. But yeah, that's my recommendation.
All right. For somebody that has never used testosterone, is it best for them to be lean before starting? First dose of tests so they can eat in a surplus to build as much muscle as possible for their first time. So Derek, this is where we're leading with this one. All right. So if you've never used testosterone, it doesn't matter if you're not lean or lean. And testosterone is not to build just muscle. Testosterone is there for your quality of life and your health. And having a healthy level is going to do a lot more than build lean muscle or muscle for you. So at that point, I would worry about getting your testosterone at a healthy, optimal level and have your hormones balanced. And if you don't know where your testosterone levels or anything are at, that's what I would say. Listen, you should sign up with a blood test for us. We're nationwide. We can help you with testosterone placement if you need it and make sure that you're good. But at no means should you be lean or should you be fat or whatever it may be to take testosterone. That just is what it is.
Derek, get in shape. Get jacked. Get jacked.
To get in shape. It would probably help you get in shape more than being lean and trying to do it afterwards.
Derek asked some funny questions, but yeah, it's if you're going to ask that, then my response to you would be, then yeah, get on a schedule, get lean, get in shape, put in the work that you can change the body, and then if that's what you're going to do, the blood work will tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's asking if he can get it or if he can get a consult from the UK.
Oh, he can
listen. If you have your blood work you got it done in the UK.
I think that's what he means.
All right. If you have that blood work and you have it done in the UK, you can send it to us, no problem. Like at that point, we can do a consult with you no matter what. It's like I do consults all the time for a lot of people, and they might have people that live here in the United States that sends them their meds directly. After they do the consult with us, we'll send it to them. But if you have blood work, you want us to look at it, that's not a problem. You can do a consult for that, and we can go over those numbers. As long as it's in English, which I think anybody can get done now because of AI and just plug it into Grok or whatever it is, and just have them translate it. but that would be the best way to go if you want to get a consult.
Go for another one, Jeffrey.
Do you think the average person in their 30s or 40s should bodybuild or do more functional fitness, full body workouts? I mean, bodybuilding is a part of functional fitness and full body workouts too, right? You're bodybuilding, I guess, that light. I think that you should do functional, and I think you should do just lifting in general, like in body parts and breaking out your sets. That's what I think. I don't know. I mean, full body workouts. I mean, I know one guy said, "What? Just work out your body every day, once, one body, like one exercise, right? And then just do your full body every day." I don't know how good that would be. I've never done anything like that.
So you technically asked a question, but there's three questions, because a full body workout is something different than functional training, and functional training could be bodybuilding if you're just doing the exercises in a full range of motion. And a whole body workout could be, again, functional with large ranges of motions and stuff. Just understand the difference between getting your body to look a certain way and being mobile. Those are two different worlds. So just keep that in mind. And my belief is that you should be mobile, but it's, again, if I say that, then you're going to go over to the person that's doing these balls and rotating and doing all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, now you're not even going to change the body. Great. Right. You got this rotation with no weight, right, and you're just going to deteriorate away because you're still not building any muscle on it. So it's not functional. So like we're just talking about squats. The squats we're doing is at a non-necessary for bodybuilders range of motion. But for me, I got to roll and I got to hip toss these people. And so I got to get at some point down to the ground at my height. I got to hit the knees to the mat in seconds to flip the guy. So I want that range of motion and that explosion. So that's not bodybuilding, but I'm already in shape as a bodybuilder. So functional training.
Functional is Mona being able to lift that sofa.
Yeah, Mona.
And move it around.
Yeah. So just make sure you work with somebody when you first get in the gym. Work with somebody. Anybody and everybody. You guys get somebody that has 10 years on you, and then switch. Get somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Not gym related. What do you do to look after your skin? GHKCU, man. That's definitely the one. That's the peptide for the skin. That's definitely a good one. Our hair health capsules actually hit hair health and nail health and skin health too as well. So those are the ones that I take. That's the only thing that I do. Obviously, I don't do any really big routines yet as far as that goes.
What does GHK do? Because I only hear lines.
So that's a peptide. Can you go into that for these guys?
Yeah, I would do injectable biotin too. That would be another good one. But so GHK-CU. So GHK itself, it's a collagen-based peptide. So what it does is, in layman's terms, it remodels and resurfaces the skin. It brings back collagen, elasticity. It all can help with like fine, like I guess, like as far as when you have lines in your face, you don't want those lines. It can help with stretch marks. It can help in a number of different ways with the skin. So remodeling, resurfacing the skin all the way. Acne scars, crow's feet. So these different things naturally, right? Without Botox or making you look like, your face can't move. This works very, very well. I don't know how a lot of patients are taking it. So, that's going to be one big thing. But the other big thing I would say is we're going to have some different combinations with this that are going to blow you guys away. I already just looked at this pharmacy. We're already off the running with these guys. I think it's going to be really, really good. You guys are going to get a lot of different combinations of things, and a lot of bang for your buck on these peptides very shortly. I'm excited.
All right. Wow, guys, my heart's a little hurt because the one thing I pride myself on is making sure the skin is as healthy as possible. And I've just heard about this for the first time from Johnny. So this is exciting for me, for you guys out there. Skin routine, do the best you can. I recommend sunblock. I recommend keeping it oiled. Use lotions. I do serum. I do night cream. I do day cream. I do sunblock. So that's why my face is always pretty matty. But I'm also a Viking, Irish, Scottish guy. And so I've always been a sunblock guy.
Yeah.
And it also runs in our family. So I try to be really preventative. Wash. And then there's nothing better than from the inside out, like Johnny's talking about. The copper is one of the greatest things there can be.
Oh, dude. GHK is going to be a good one. But like I said, we've got some blends that are going to blow it away. I think people are going to get a lot of bang for the buck. But those are the ones that everybody's using. I mean, and those are the best. I mean, like I said, with injectable biotin, that's another big one. I mean, it's not just good for hair. It's good for a number of different things. So at that point, those two are just, they're winners.
Also, yeah, like John was saying, biotin, the capsules, and the foam. I do all three of those for my my hair.
Yes.
So just FYI.
Foam is key.
I like the biotin injectable and the pill.
Yeah.
So all the things that I'm doing is from Titan Medical. So you can just tell them, hey, can I get my skin routine and stuff?
That's it. This is a good question.
Go for it.
How do you keep red blood cell count levels from getting too high on TRT? My hematocrit is good and I stay hydrated, but my RBC gets too high. Okay, so RBC, red blood cell count. If your hematocrit and your hemoglobin are good and your RBC is going high, obviously something else is stimulating this. Red blood cell count can get stimulated for a number of different things. My first question I would ask you is, do you have sleep apnea? Because if you have sleep apnea, every time you lose that breath, it creates more red blood cells to carry that oxygen throughout the body. So at that point, there's can be some other things that stimulate red blood cell count too. So what I would say to you is just Google what stimulates RBC, look at those different things, cross-check it from what you're doing in your daily routine. But most of the time, it's because of sleep apnea. And most of the time, it's because those people are overweight. If you become a decent size weight, or you are a decent size weight, there could be other things, but you become a decent size weight, usually a lot of people can move away from the CPAP machines or sleep apnea.
That's some great information there. Thank you for the question.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
Ready for an even better question?
There's no way they got a question than that.
Can I really build muscle? 41 is too late. It's too late for you. Well, it's never too late, guys. Never too late to build muscle. I don't care how old you are. If you look at some of these guys, I know Mike talks about Robbie Robinson. Look at that guy. He's in his 80s. He has muscle like crazy. He looks better than 20-year-olds. So at that point, yeah, you can build muscle, man, at any age. You know, especially with what you got today, laid out your tools in your 40s. Please, let's check your levels. That's the first thing, Whale. I think you need Wade Maybach. You need to check your levels, bro. And at that point, we need to get you optimized, and you'll be building muscle as quick as you possibly want.
You're so nice, John.
Sorry.
His name is Whale. What is it? Wayne?
Whale Maybach.
Whale Maybach. That's a good name. No, buddy, I'm sorry. You cannot gain muscle at 41. What you think is what happens. What you believe is actually what happens. You ask that question for some reason, even though you're at the peak of male strength, that late 30s to mid 40s is man strength. And I always grew up being a power lifter, and I always go, God, if I'm this strong now, what will I be when I get to man strength? Old man strength, they say. And that's until your mid 40s. So, but that's, again, I achieved it because I not only believed it, I said, I don't care what the masses say. I'm going to stay in there and be strong and gain muscle. It's Robbie Robinson. It's 1 in a billion, 8 billion. Holy shit.
Robbie must be blasting.
Yeah. So, right. That's the thing. He must be blasting here. Guys, he's 80. He's been jacked since 1968. Shut up. Oh, my God. Yeah. Sorry, bud. Until you change your mindset, I can't help you.
What type of treatment is available for somebody with good total test but very low free test? assuming high SHBG. So Derek, you hit that on the head. Usually high SHBG, sexual hemoglobin binding globulin is what that stands for. Usually that's binding your testosterone, and your free testosterone is not free in the body and not moving about like it should. So you might feel like you have low testosterone, even with a good total testosterone. The problem is this: there is a medication that will unleash the fury and unleash your testosterone rapidly through the body, and that's Danazol. The problem with Danazol is that if you have a total testosterone that's really good, let's say it's 900, then at that point, that total testosterone will be affected. The only reason I say this is because a lot of people are like, I don't care, and they take it, their free testosterone goes through the roof, but their total comes down. Let's say it was a 900, it goes down to 500. They're like, my total testosterone came down 400 points. Well, that's the trade-off. So, with people with total testosterones that are good and low free testosterones, if they're really suffering and they really want to, then we switch them over to another plan. It might be in clomiphene or something like that to start off, but depending on what the levels are, if they're really adamant about it, we might talk about testosterone replacement therapy with them to try to feel it out, I guess. But I guess the first thing we would do would be in clomiphene. But if you really want to fix a problem, Danazol will work no problem at all. Like you take Danazol first day, it's gonna start working. That's how quick.
Great question. What do you got for us? Jeff's got this IG going too, so we can get some extra questions here.
Oh yeah, nice. Any crash and burn steroid examples? I mean, there's been a lot of crash and burn steroid examples. I mean, come on, think about it. Tons of people out there.
Let's not go there.
Why do bodybuilders tear muscle when they try to do something like move furniture? Well, anybody can do this, moving furniture. But maybe the problem is because these guys might be on something, and at that point, they build muscle really quick. They have really strong muscles, but their soft tissue, their tendons, that connective is not as strong, and they might have problems there. But usually, when they tear muscle, it's just too strong. It just pops off sometimes. I don't know. I mean, I've seen a number of different freak accidents where guys have popped muscle right off the bone. But I've seen regular guys do this too. So can I say it's just a bodybuilder thing? No.
More bodybuilders are lifting. That's why you see it. The average Joe never tests themselves.
True. What else we got here? All right. So how often should you switch your workout routine? 1, 3 to 6 months. Mike, what do you say? 12 weeks? Is that what you try to change people up? Oh, he's on mute.
Muted?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. 12 weeks. 12 weeks and then switch it up. And during those 12 weeks, you should also be just analyzing and making sure that you're moving in the right direction.
Yep.
But it's great that you understand that there's a plan, that you're on it and you're rocking and rolling. But a month, no, because again, weightlifting is not just, do I need to confuse it down the road? You also have to gauge it. And this is why like CrossFit is out, all these other aspects where you can't gauge, are you processing forward? Am I getting stronger in exercises?
Right.
CrossFit's just too all over the case. You can't measure anything. That's why having a program and staying with it for 12 weeks, okay, I got leaner, I got stronger in all points of the body, and I'm bringing up my weak points.
Question here from IG. Do you think AOD works, or is it just a waste of money?
Works. Depends where you're getting it from.
So
But it works.
let's say you're going to get real AOD from Titan Medical. What is it and how does it work?
Sure. So AOD is a cut sequence out of growth hormone, and that amino acid sequence in AOD creates lipogenesis and lipolysis. And at that point, it basically takes stored body fat and uses as energy, right? And it takes what you're intaking as food and uses that as energy instead of storing as fat. So, people are going to get a good result from AOD.
Cold.
Twofold. Yeah. So at that point, it's a great thing as far as a more natural way. So there's no really contraindications for AOD being bad against anything else, which is awesome. And it will help in a long way as far as you boost your metabolism and burning those fat. So AOD is a winner. Injectable AOD is the way to go. Oral AOD, it's 50-50. I would definitely do the injectable. I've done the injectable. Mike's done the injectable. I don't know how many other patients. We just opened up literally before I got on this with Mike, the pharmacy. And when we secured everything, make sure everything was straight, then at that point, we just launched the AOD 9604 for patients. So it is officially back in the mix. And a lot of other stuff is in the mix that we've never carried before that is blended together. So I'm talking about like TB. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it.
Just so you guys know, I haven't had AOD for the last few bit because Titan Medical was out, and so this is exciting to me. I love AOD. Great question from you. It is something that's helped me get leaner. So I would recommend it.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. You guys are gonna love this. When I start saying some of these things, you're like, no way.
What do you got coming out of the woodwork over here, my man?
I got some good stuff here.
Willy Wonka, the chocolate factory, but just the peptide.
Seriously. Okay, all right. So what do we got here? Injectable versions, because I like injectables.
Right.
All right. So obviously we had BPC and TB500. We'll have that in the same vial now. So now you can get that in the same vial. You don't have to mix it with different syringes or whatever it is. We've got this is a good one, guys. This is a really good one. Listen to this.
So
AOD,
that
Moxie,
TB?
Tesamorelin, and Ipamorelin in the exact same mix.
Johnny, real quick, was that TB and BPC on a mix?
TB and BPC in one mix.
Just so you guys all understand. So these are the ones that I always talk to about ligaments. And so you'd have both, and now they combined them so you can get both in one. So this is great for everybody.
I got something for you even better, Mike. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're going to be excited about this one. BPC 157, TB 500, and GHKCU.
Wow. I like that they mix those three because then that's, again, is just establishing my belief on connective tissue and all of this works together. And so,
I mean, think about this too. I mean, less injections.
yeah, that's an aspect, but I like the fact that it just reconfirms my foundation of
for sure.
Skin, ligaments. These are the main things, and they're going, yeah, if we put this to this is going to help that connective tissue even that much more.
And I told you about AOD, Moxie, Tesamorelin, and Ipamorelin.
Together?
Together.
Everybody's going to be ripped.
Dude, are you guys ready? Because I mean, this is the real deal.
Tesamorelin, so that's going to help you burn fat. It's going to the AOD, the Moxies,
raise growth hormone levels. I mean, turn your body mitochondria on and start like thinking it's in like exercise mode. I mean, dude, I was super excited about this. But obviously I didn't want to talk about it before the deal was done, but it's done. Then we got everything else. I mean, Dihexa, I mean, you have everything singly.
Can we jump back for a second? Just for 1 second. You're saying that they're going to put those four into one. Do you have to do more of that one? Right. How does that work? Because I know there's 10. Talk to me.
So, for instance, the BPC and the TB500 with the GHKCU, and it has KPV. Wow. 15 milligrams, 15 milligrams, 15 milligrams, and 50 milligrams of GHKCU. So it has the exact same amount of milligrams that you would get from TB if you bought it by itself, from BPC if you bought it by itself, and from GHKCU if you bought it by itself in the one vial.
Wow. And then you added one at the end, KPV?
KPV. They usually put this with vitamin D.
Can you explain what that would be?
I mean, this is just another add-on. I mean, I don't really think it has too much benefit. I'm just being honest with you guys. That's why
All
we don't
right.
talk about it. It doesn't make me feel like, oh. The other ones, they do. That makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I mean, guys, there's some serious things, testosterone, ipamorelin blend. So if somebody doesn't want to do any of those other ones, which I don't know why you wouldn't. GHKCU with epitalon. That's another one. A lot of good things. A lot of good things, guys.
I'm
Of
going to jump
course,
on
everything else.
here. So, what are your 5 supplements for must for over 40? I don't know about over 40. My thought is always the same thing. It's just vitamins in general. So, D, I love C, multivitamins, my zinc and iron. Those are some of my go-tos.
Supplements are vitamins that must have for over 40. Well, obviously, we want to look at some different things. Obviously, vitamin D, it's not a vitamin, it's a hormone, but that's essential. The other ones I would do is I'd probably do like a B complex, vitamin C, that's 3. Um, Biotin's another one, but that might even be a B complex. And then I guess after that, like a supplement, I would say creatine. Creatine's another one I think is vital as a supplement.
DHEA?
DHEA, I don't think so. I
No.
think if you blood test and your DHEA is good, then no. And like mine's good. Like most of the time, if you're on testosterone replacement too as well, all those levels come up. DHT will be okay, but as far as DHEA, it'll come up. Free and total testosterone will come up. So I mean, usually that's the way to go.
Okay, we're going to finish on this. Bring this one, bad boy. Here we go.
Hey, Mike, I'm Kim Kong Ferrison's son. Just wanted to let you know he
Wow.
retired this past weekend from emceeing. He's a big fan and always spoke highly about you.
Well, first off, your dad, beyond amazing, but your dad also represented something huge in Washington State because of the fact that one of the most beautiful physiques that ever came out of Washington State. If you guys don't know, this is Kim was Mr. Washington, Mr. Everything, but more than that, he was larger than life from Washington State while I was a young teenager. And so I grew up watching this guy. And then he got into longshoreman, got into an accident, hurt himself, kept fighting forward, but became this incredible MC for not just Washington State, but all over the Northwest and around the world. He's a great guy. And man, so to you, his son, I think that's awesome. And I'm honored that you are his son on here on my podcast talking to me. And I will text him after this knowing that he is retired. There's nobody that's like your father. And what a stud. What a stud. Like this mix, creation of greatness. Beautiful, studly guy. Man, all the very best to you. Give him my best. That's great, man. That's great. Been doing this a long time, Johnny.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
crazy, man.
It's amazing.
It is.
It's like I remember as a teenager, and Ed's not much older than me, but Ed Cohn would come up there, and he was barely 19, 20 years old. All of us up there lifting. And as he and I talk today, and Ed Cohn is the GOAT of powerlifting.
Mm-hmm.
Man, fun ride. But again, just so you guys understand, we're doing these on Tuesdays, these Titan Talks, because John has a plethora of knowledge about peptides, about blood work, about staying healthy and staying in this game and being healthy. And so you guys, after this show, get on over there, give a call to Titan Medical.
Definitely.
Talk to one of his providers if they have anything to help optimize you. And also just get your blood work done guys.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, any final words for you?
Yeah, man. Happy Veterans Day to everybody out there. Thank you for your service and everybody that served for our great country and our freedoms that we have today. And at that point, there's a blood work special for all the veterans out there. And we will also discount, if you don't need blood work, any of your therapies. So call or text today. The deals for today. I'll extend the blood work for one more day if you're just hearing it right now. But take advantage of it. I got you guys back. Thank you, veterans.
Let's post that up that for the veterans. Get on over there and make sure that happens. Andreas, my man, keep doing your thing, brother. I know you're back there.
Big Mike.
Johnny, thanks for hanging out today.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Talk to you
I'll
later, bro.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out today. Again, you guys came up with some great questions here and over on IG. Again, Titan Medical Peptides, read up on it. Do your chat GBT, is that what it's called? Ask them about it. Connective tissue is the most important thing. Skin's the next most important thing. I know you guys all just instantly write to testosterone and stuff. It's important. Make sure that your body's functioning right. Don't get carried away. Don't think that it's going to change your life. Make sure that you change your life. Make sure that you're disciplined, you're eating right, you're doing what you need to do. And then if Titan Medical can help optimize you, boom, then it's a match made in heaven and you're off and running and creating a whole new version of you. Our talks for this whole week was with guys that were not in great shape in their earlier years and are in better shape now 10, 20 years later. And I want all of you to have that kind of vintage fun. I still get a lift. We lifted this morning, and just being able to do this is the greatest thing that I could have ever hoped that I could do it for this long at this level.
You made a couple more? Do you recommend drop sets for building muscle?
I drop sets for stimulating. Yeah, if you got the energy and you want to push it, have fun with it.
Oh, good. The little differentiator there.
Yeah.
It's for stimulating. It's not for building muscle.
Yeah. Then, so the question was just putting away that it's just drop set every set, and that's going to help you build muscle. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. Great question, though. Great question for you, the elementary person. There's a reason why there's a drop set in the workout.
You live and eat and breathe this life, Mike. Awesome.
Awesome. Robert Robinson. Awesome.
Cold-blooded.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite exercise?
Squats.
Booyah. He's so beautiful. It's like AI.
Terry Powers? Great
Terry
name.
Power, that is a solid name.
That's a solid porn name.
He's got a mustache.
He's got a mustache. And so only eggs, not just me, but anybody in this house only eats duck eggs.
Well, I recently started training. You inspired me to change my lifestyle.
Freaking love that, Andy. Thank you, Andy. Have a good holiday season, my man.
Thoughts on nutrient partitioning?
I have no idea what that means.
You don't know what nutrient partitioning is?
I have no idea. Can you explain that to me, Jeffrey?
Well, when you learn, maybe you'll make a change in your physique. Oh, never mind.
I have no idea what that even means.
What's nutrient partitioning?
Yeah, what is that, Bryce?
That's the stuff that you learn when you sign up for really expensive trainers at places like Equinox.
Wow. There we go. All right. I got to go sign up at Equinox.
If you don't pay a lot of money for those kinds of people.
I can't even say it into AI.
It's a high value keyword.
It's high end.
Sorry, my friend. I don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
What does it mean? What's a chat GBT?
Nutrient partitioning refers to the process by which the body
Or maybe you could just say-
among
just like
different tissues and organs. It determines how calories, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are utilized for various functions, including growth, energy production, and storage.
Start with the first part again.
So it's diet.
It's the process by which the body distributes nutrients among different tissues and organs.
So how are you implying this yourself?
Oh, does it mean like the fucking Liver King says, hey, eat bull's balls so that your balls get bigger?
Is that what that is?
Is that what it is, chat? When they say, yeah, eat liver because it goes straight to your liver and it helps the liver. Eat the
Nice.
cartilage because it helps grow the cartilage.
Eat somebody's muscle, then you'll get their muscle. Eat their soul.
Eat the bull
I'll
cock
get
so that
the
your cock
soul.
gets bigger.
Yeah, sorry, Captain. I do not know what that
I
means.
think that's what that is.
Sorry, my friend. I do not know everything. I also think there's a large amount. This sounds like something that I would not be interested in knowing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know what works? Eating your food.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Try not to make things difficult.
There you go.
I think at the end of the day, you know, you sit down and you kind of go, well, I got to make sure, you know, this and this is working my 5 minutes after the workout. And I got to fast in the morning. Then I got to take this at this time and this. Try to simplify it as best you can. I'll guarantee you'll be able to do it as long as I have 50 years of just eating right, training, having fun, and enjoying the out of this stuff. And on that note, veterans, thank you. Military people, thank you. First responders, thank you. Everybody out there that are working and putting the effort in, thank you. For everybody else, it's